Alright, in this video we're going to be learning how to do functions on Roblox. It's pretty easy, and I'll also get into basic math, but there shouldn't really be advanced math, but it's just basic simple math. We're going to go from where we left off. We're just going to delete everything. Now, what is a function? A function, as it says it in the word, serves a purpose. It serves a function. Now, what does a function necessarily do on Roblox? How can you use it? We're going to get into that all in this video. It's pretty simple. It just tells the script what to do, or whenever something does it. It's a call to action. Whenever somebody does something, that's a function. Whenever you want the script to do something, that's a function. The whole script's a big function, essentially, and it's getting called. So if you remember on last episode, I did something called, let's return here. I made just a simple function here. Let me just rewrite it out. I did a simple function. Function, print something, and then I did this, and I did print hello. So yeah, boom. I made a function here. But if you remember last episode, it didn't run anything. Why? Because function needs a call to action. It needs to be called in order to do that. So what you do is you call it by its name, print something. And now that you've called it, it should print hello. See? Hello. Now, you may be wondering, why would I need to write a function if I could just write out print? Well, I used to have that same question, but you're thinking too much about it, okay? Like I said, if you don't understand something fully, just ignore it for now. In the future, you're going to see why you need it. But that's what a function does. And to better explain it, if you want, like let's say you want to print something multiple times, you would use a function for that instead of like having to type it out multiple times, like print. You could use a function for that. And if you would like, for instance, to print something later in the script, you can make the function here, right? Print hi. You can make the print here in this function, and then you could run your code, just normal codes, and then in the future, whenever you want to come back to this print, you could just call the function here one more time. You know what I mean? So now let me get into the details exactly explaining what the function does and how to make it. So function essentially is, you can start off by doing local function local function, that's you just calling it, and you got to give it a name. Like I said, it's like a variable. You can't start off with numbers or symbols. You just got to start off with letters. So you can do local function call name, and then you just close it with parentheses, and you press end, and it should, or enter, and it should create an end for you here. Another way you can make a function is just doing function call teacher, why not? And then boom, you can call it like that. And there's also different ways to create stuff. So let's say, there's also different ways to call a function. I'll get into that soon. But what it does is it does whatever you tell it to do in a specific time. So whenever you call it, which you would do call teacher, you just literally call it. That's how you call it. Call name. You can call it wherever you want, whenever you need it. So that's what functions do. And I'm going to explain now how you can use it, Now, if you go here and we go to view, and you click on object browser, this is a very handy help. This will teach you anything that you need, or if you need to look for anything, it should be here. And if it's not, you can look up on Google the Roblox dev forum. You can, ask questions there. But more importantly, you can ask it on my Discord server, because I will give you a one-on-one help. But if we look here, we can do like, let's say, like a player touches a part, correct? Let's do like, let's look for part here, part. So we can do like a simple function here, where it's like, let me do a little simple function for you guys. But yeah, you would look there if you have any questions about stuff. But let me make a part here, right? And let me add a script inside of this part. And let's just do local part is equal to, local part is equal to script parent. As you can see, what does this mean? It's talking about parent and child. So in Roblox, to address stuff, it's parent and child, and it's the same way. So let's say the part had a baby, right? And the baby is the script because it's inside of the part. So obviously that means that the script, being the child of the parent, would be the part. So the script is the child of the part, and the part is the parent of the script. So I know that sounds a little confusing, but let me just make it like this. See the part. There you go. The part in the works. Nah, you know what, we'll just keep it like this. All right. There's a part and there's a script. Okay, and you address the parent of the script by doing script.parent. This just means script in parent or script in parent. So you're just saying like script.parent. That means getting the parent of the script. And if you did, you know, part, and then let's say you wanted to address the script, you could do part.script. See, because now you're getting back to the script, the child. So, and there's also, you know, different functions that you can use or events, which could be particle on get children, which would be like all the children in there, but I'll get into that later episodes. But let's do a basic function now. Let's do part dot touched, as you can see, an event dot touched colon connect function. There we go, colon connect function, and we could do a simple little hit like that. Boom. So what does this mean? No, I don't want your help, buddy. Part.touched, colon connect function hit. So whenever the part is touched by something or whatever it is, we're doing connect to the function. So we're connecting and we're calling the function, and we're giving it a parameter of hit. A parameter is data that you store inside of these parentheses. For instance, I'll explain it later in further episodes when you can better understand. But it holds the value of what hit it. So let's say part.touch colon connect function hit. So we're addressing whatever touched the part inside of this little parentheses here. So hit whatever hit it. What hit the part. There you go. So you guys can better understand what hit the part. And now we could do print what hit the part. And now let's go ahead and play here. As you can see, it instantly printed the base plate because it touched the base plate. So if I go over here, it's going to be printing everything that touched it. See? So human or root part, left leg, right leg, anything that is touching it. Now I can also bring this up and go ahead and, oh, never mind. But you know what I mean? So that's what it does. And yeah. And also another thing you can do is you can change properties. So what does properties mean? It basically means, brick color like this, how you can change it. You can change materials, so it could be anything like metal, as you can see, like metal. You can change it to ground, marble. You can mess around with that. You find out what you want to do or whatever. Transparency, how transparent you want it to be. Reflectance, how it reflects the sky. And you could just do, you could change, the name, the size. The size is all properties, as you can see. The position, C-frame. C-frame means position. If you can go through it or not, if it's can collide, if you can touch it, all that stuff. What shape it is, so you can do ball, corner edge, wedge, cylinder, as you can see, wedge, and, block, as you can see. So it basically, if it's anchored makes it so whenever you load into it, it'll stay in place, as you can see, because it's anchored. But if you go ahead and you press it here and you press unanchored, if you go here and you press unanchored, it's going to fall, as you can see, because it's basic physics, So anchored just makes it, make it stay in place. But that's what properties do. So let's make a cool little script here with these events. Let's do part.brickColor is equal to brickColor.new. So with Lua, you got to specify things, or really any programming language. You just do part, and inside of the parts there's the properties. So we're getting the brick color property, and we're making that a brick color.new, a new color. And then in here we'll just do quotations, and then we put a string, which is just the name of the brick color. So if we look here and hover over it, we can see smoky gray, bright blue, cyan, electric blue. So let's just say I wanted to do electric blue. It'll pop up, you just press space, but it'll look like that. And now whenever you touch it, boom, it's going to change colors. So yeah, pretty simple. And you can also add weights, weight for however long you want, and then you could change it back to its original color, or you can just part colon destroy. That's another event you can use, or a little function. It just destroys it. Boom, blue, and 1, 2, it should destroy. Bam, so it's gone now, and it's away from the workspace. As you can see, it's not there. But yeah, that's basically functions and a few events, and I'll get more into events later. If you have any questions or concerns, join the Discord server, ask for help. I'll be there to help you. All right, have a blessed day.